Welcome to Zen Time Sleep Stories. Let your mind unwind as we explore and learn about bees. Bees, belonging to the Apoidea superfamily, have been present on our planet for around 130 million years. They are incredible creatures that have evolved to become highly specialized pollinators, helping to grow and sustain many plant species. Did you know that there are over 16,000 known species of bees, each with its unique characteristics and behaviors? These industrious insects can be found on every continent except Antarctica, buzzing from one flower to another, gathering pollen and nectar to take back to their hives. Their work is crucial to the survival of many plant species and plays a vital role in balancing the ecosystem. Take a moment to appreciate these tiny creatures and the remarkable contributions they make to the natural world. Bees play a vital role in pollination, responsible for 1/3 of all crops, including fruits, vegetables, and nuts. Without bees, our food system would be severely impacted. These incredible creatures collect pollen from flowers as they move from one plant to another, enabling cross-pollination and the creation of new seeds. It's truly amazing to consider the role they play in our global ecosystem. Take a moment to appreciate the buzzing bees around us and the important work they do. The Western honeybee is the most common type of bee and is renowned for its essential role in pollination. These bees can be seen buzzing from flower to flower, collecting nectar and pollen to bring back to their hive. With their unique black and yellow striped bodies, they stand out in a field of flowers. These highly social creatures live in large colonies with a complex hierarchy, led by the queen bee, responsible for laying up to 2,000 eggs per day. Worker bees gather food and take care of the young. Western honeybees are incredibly strong and agile, able to fly up to 15 miles per hour, carrying up to 80% of their body weight in pollen and nectar. With their sophisticated communication system and highly evolved senses, they truly are fascinating creatures. As the sun shines down on the lush greenery, a bee emerges from the hive, ready to begin its day. These winged insects have evolved over millions of years to become experts at communication. They use a dance known as the waggle dance to tell their hive mates where to find food sources, moving in a figure-8 pattern, waggling its body, and vibrating its wings to create a specific frequency. Other bees watch intently, decoding the dance to determine the direction and distance of the food source, allowing them to navigate their environments with incredible precision. As the bee returns to the hive, it joins its sisters in a buzzing chorus, creating a soothing, rhythmic sound. They work together, sharing information and resources to ensure the survival of their colony. Bees have a language all their own, making them truly remarkable creatures. Bees have a unique ability not found in humans. They can see ultraviolet light, invisible to us. This unique ability allows them to perceive the world differently than we do. To bees, flowers look like bright landing strips, with distinctive patterns and markings guiding them towards the nectar and pollen they need to survive. The bee is an incredible creature, adapted to its environment in unique ways. One of its abilities is to see ultraviolet light that reflects off flowers, helping them find their way back to the hive even on cloudy days. This is especially useful when searching for food. It's fascinating to compare the sensory differences between humans and bees, and appreciate the abilities that these creatures possess. Bees have 5 eyes that help them navigate their surroundings. They can see ultraviolet light, which is invisible to humans, and identify patterns and shapes, helping them find flowers and communicate with each other. With their keen sense of vision, bees are an essential part of many ecosystems. As the sun rises, the bees begin their daily routine, flying out to search for nectar and pollen. The sound of their rapidly beating wings produces a soothing hum as they move from one flower to the next. It's hard not to feel a sense of calm and tranquility as we watch the bees in action, going about their daily business with such purpose and dedication. As we observe the bustling activity of the hive, we can't help but feel a sense of awe and admiration for these hardworking insects. A small worker bee will tirelessly carry out tasks to ensure the hive's survival and the pollination of plants. Despite her short lifespan of approximately 6 weeks, she plays a vital role in the hive's success. Let us take a moment to appreciate the beauty of the natural world and the incredible things that bees accomplish each day. Bees are fascinating creatures with incredible abilities. They possess a keen sense of sight and memory, allowing them to recognize human faces and navigate their way back to the hive. Each bee has a specific role to play in keeping the hive running smoothly, from collecting pollen and nectar to caring for the young and protecting the hive. One of the most impressive abilities of bees is their strength when it comes to carrying pollen and nectar. They can carry up to 80% of their body weight in these valuable resources, making them effective pollinators and essential to plant reproduction. Let's not forget about the delicious honey they produce. Bees are the only insects that produce food consumed by humans, and honey has been used in medicine for centuries due to its antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. Even the queen bee plays a vital role in the hive, laying up to 2,000 eggs a day and emitting a pheromone that keeps the colony organized and functioning properly. Bees are a crucial part of our ecosystem, pollinating crops and supporting wildlife. So next time you see a bee buzzing around, take a moment to appreciate these amazing creatures and the important work they do. Bees possess an advanced sense of smell that allows them to locate nectar and pollen from over a mile away. They can even differentiate between different types of flowers based on their unique scent. While searching for food, bees follow a zigzag pattern known as traplining to conserve energy and avoid depleted flowers. As they collect nectar from each flower, they also pick up and distribute pollen, aiding in the pollination process. Observing bees at work is a soothing experience as they go from one flower to another, collecting and distributing the precious nectar that sustains their hive. These remarkable insects have been around for 130 million years and are the only insects that produce food for human consumption, honey. Worker bees transform nectar into honey by using enzymes that break it down into simple sugars. Honey is then stored in honeycombs where it is evaporated and the perfect food for both bees and humans is created. This is just one of the many ways in which bees benefit us. They also pollinate 1/3 of all crops, making them crucial to both the ecosystem and agriculture. Bees possess an internal compass that allows them to navigate their way back to the hive from miles away. Their navigational abilities are due to the Earth's magnetic field and the sun. As they fly, their wings beat up to 200 times a second, producing the familiar buzz that announces their presence. Watching these creatures fly with such purpose and direction is a sight to behold and one of the many fascinating characteristics of these incredible insects. Bees possess a multitude of fascinating and distinctive characteristics. One of the most interesting features of bees is the special joint in their wings that enables them to fold them up when not in use. This ability allows bees to conserve energy and protect themselves from weather conditions. Moreover, it enables them to navigate through tight spaces, including the entrance to their hive. Observing a bee fold its wings is a graceful and mesmerizing spectacle. With this remarkable adaptation, bees can efficiently and effortlessly maneuver their surroundings, making them one of the most remarkable creatures in nature. Male bees, also known as drones, are crucial to the colony. They do not possess stingers or collect pollen like female worker bees. Instead, their primary function is to mate with the queen bee. Drones have large eyes that take up most of their head, and they have larger bodies than female worker bees. Although their existence is fleeting, the role they play in the bee community is important. Bees have the exceptional ability to detect electric fields in the air as they soar through it. They use this ability to locate flowers and determine their electrical charges to find the source of nectar and pollen. This capability is especially helpful when it is cloudy or flowers are scarce. It is astonishing to think that these small creatures can detect something that is invisible to humans. For bees, this is just one of the many impressive skills they use to thrive and survive in their world. Bees are remarkable creatures with varied and unique abilities. One of their exceptional capabilities is recognizing shapes and patterns. Bees use this skill to identify flowers and landmarks and then navigate their way back to the hive. They can differentiate between different shapes and colors, even recognizing human faces. Scientists believe that this remarkable ability is due to the advanced neural networks in their tiny brains. With this skill, bees can collect nectar and pollen more efficiently, ensuring that the hive will survive. It's incredible to think that such tiny creatures possess such advanced cognitive abilities. Have you ever listened to the buzzing of bees as they fly from flower to flower? It's fascinating to learn that the sound they make is a result of their rapid wing movement. Some species of bees can beat their wings more than 200 times per second. This sound has become synonymous with warm summer days and gives us reassurance about the thriving nature around us. Bees, despite being small, are powerful creatures that have a significant impact on maintaining the ecological balance of our planet. They are a reminder of the beauty and complexity of the natural world that surrounds us. Even on rainy days, the buzz of bees can still be heard as raindrops fall from the sky. You might wonder how they manage to fly in the pouring rain, but the answer is simple: their wings repel water. This unique feature allows bees to continue their vital work of pollination even in inclement weather. As they go from one flower to the next, their wings stay dry, and their fuzzy bodies become covered in pollen. It's a never-ending cycle of productivity and work, all while maintaining harmony with the environment. Bees are remarkable creatures that possess many unique abilities. For instance, they have excellent color vision, with a preference for blue and violet. However, they cannot see the color red. Therefore, the world they perceive is different from ours. Bees can see ultraviolet light, which is invisible to humans, making it easier for them to locate pollen and nectar. They can also recognize their own hive by its scent, another sense that is highly developed in these tiny creatures. Despite their small size, bees play a vital role in the ecosystem, and their decline would have significant impacts on both wildlife and agriculture. The world would not be the same without these incredible insects. In the world of bees, there are no limits to altruism. These tiny creatures will stop at nothing to protect their hive, even if it means giving up their lives. When a bee stings, it releases a chemical signal that warns other bees of danger. Sadly, the bee that stings will die shortly after, but its act of bravery will not be in vain. The other bees will swarm the intruder, using their collective strength to repel any threats to their home. It's an incredible display of teamwork and selflessness that has earned bees a special place in the hearts of nature enthusiasts everywhere. For centuries, bees have been utilized for their antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties in medicine. Honey, propolis, and even bee venom contain these useful properties. Honey is a natural hydrogen peroxide and enzyme-rich substance that is ideal for treating wounds and burns while simultaneously fighting off infection and promoting healing. Propolis, a resin-like substance made by bees, is also beneficial for treating various ailments, including sore throats and some types of cancer. Additionally, bee venom has long been used in traditional medicine to treat arthritis and multiple sclerosis. It's incredible how small insects like bees can have such a significant impact on medicine. There's no denying that their contributions are invaluable. Truly, bees are one of nature's most remarkable creatures. Not only are bees fascinating creatures, but they also play an essential role in the ecosystem. One of the more intriguing facts about bees is that they are highly sensitive to temperature and can regulate the temperature of their hive. Bees are capable of keeping a consistent temperature of around 95 degrees Fahrenheit, 35 degrees Celsius inside the hive, regardless of the temperature outside. Bees achieve this by flapping their wings, which generates heat and helps keep the hive warm. If the temperature gets too hot, they will fan their wings to create a breeze and cool the hive down. This temperature regulation is crucial for the survival of the hive since the larvae require a constant temperature to develop correctly. If the temperature drops too low, the larvae can die, and the entire hive could collapse. It's incredible to consider the level of control and coordination bees possess within their hive. They work together as a team to ensure the survival of their colony, and temperature regulation is just one of many ways in which they accomplish this. Bees are truly remarkable creatures deserving of our respect and admiration. Bees have several unique abilities that set them apart from other insects. For example, did you know that bees cannot see red? Instead, they can see in ultraviolet, which is invisible to humans. This ability enables bees to navigate and locate flowers more efficiently. Flowers have distinct markings that are visible in ultraviolet light, which bees can detect. Bees also have 5 eyes, 2 large compound eyes, and 3 smaller ocelli eyes. Their eyes are incredibly sensitive and detect the slightest movements, making it easy for them to avoid predators. It's fascinating to ponder the distinct perceptions that bees have of the world around them and the role that those perceptions play in their survival and success as a species. As they fly in search of nectar and pollen, bees rely on their sense of smell to navigate and find their hive. Each colony has a unique scent, which the bees create through the pheromones they produce. These pheromones help bees identify their hive and communicate with each other about food and danger. It's amazing to think that bees can recognize their own colony's scent, even among other hives nearby. Bees are critical to our ecosystem. Without them, many flowering plants would not be able to reproduce, leading to a decrease in the food supply for animals and humans. Despite sometimes appearing intimidating, bees are actually gentle creatures that play an essential role in maintaining a healthy environment. By pollinating plants, bees help create a diverse and thriving ecosystem that benefits all living creatures. So let's take a moment to appreciate the humble bee and all they do to keep our world beautiful and vibrant.